Hello everyone, Corey Anderson here, and today is the 6th of February, and it is 4:15. It's been about close to 2 weeks now, a little more than 2 weeks since I made my last video, and we've been really busy. We've been getting more and more clients, and the demands increase as the more you get, the more you need to be giving in that specific aspect of your life. And lately I've been going over my research for the vitamins and minerals and foods and symptoms. And food is medicine. Food is the medicine. You don't need to take NyQuil, you don't need to take DayQuil. What you need is to eat the right foods. There was here. As a matter of fact, I even have my paper here. So let's see. For example, see, we have let's pick one. Let's just grab one. Okay, let's say we have keratomalacia. Okay, keratomalacia is an eye disorder. It's the breakdown of the cornea, resulting in blindness due to an opaque, which doesn't allow light to pass through. So it's very similar to cataracts. Okay, you know, cataracts are the layers that form over your eyes, and they keep a person from being able to fully see. Okay, so with the person who has keratomalacia, they are deficiency in vitamin A. Okay, so when you have low amounts of vitamin A within the body, then you start to develop this keratomalacia disease. Okay, and if you have too much vitamin A, you simply have hypervitaminosis A. Okay, and this is what we've been doing. And vitamins are organic compounds and vital nutrients that an organism requires in limited amounts. An organic chemical compound is called a vitamin when the organism cannot synthesize the compound in sufficient quantities and must be obtained through foods. Okay. And the same thing with minerals. The body does not process minerals by itself. It is taken in through foods. And what kind of foods? Any kind of food. Because, let's say for example, you eat meat, the cow that the meat comes from eats the grass, and the grass is put into the soil, it grows in the roots, and it's touching all the rocks and the minerals inside of the ground, inside the dirt. Okay, and that's how the minerals go into the grass. And then when that cow eats the grass, the cow gets the minerals inside of its body. And then when you eat the cow and get the meat from the cow, that is how we are getting our minerals, through the things that we eat. It's very amazing. It's amazing how it goes from one stage to the next, and how eventually it gets to us. There's so many things about you, viewer. There's so much to learn about you, and yeah, life is amazing. Okay, just all the teeny tiny things that it has. Okay, so right now we have chapter 3 from our book, The Science of Being Well by Wallace D. Wattles. It was written a little bit over 100 years ago, and everything in it is still being put to what is being applied to this day. So, chapter 3, Life and its Organisms. The human body is the abiding place of an energy which renews it when worn, which eliminates waste or poisonous matter, and which repairs the body when broken down or injured. This energy we call life. Life is not generated or produced within the body. It produces the body. The seed which has been kept in the storehouse for years will grow when planted in the soil. It will produce a plant. But the life in the plant is not generated by its growing. It is the life which makes the plant grow. The performance of function does not cause life. It is life which causes function to be performed. Life is first, function afterward. It is life when distinguishes which distinguishes organic from inorganic matter, but it is not produced after the organization of matter. Now remember in our book Mental Chemistry, when he was talking about the organic and the inorganic minerals. Inorganic minerals are fixed, like rocks, okay, and organics are constantly renewing themselves. They're constantly being recreated and created within the body, okay, like us. This physical being that we have, it's all organic minerals. It's living minerals, okay, or it's a living substance, living organism, okay, compared to inorganic, which does not live. It just simply is. It's fixed. Life is the principle or force which causes organization. It builds organisms. It is a principle or force inherent in original substance. All life is one. This life principle of the all is the principle of health in man, and becomes constructively active whenever man thinks in a certain way. Whoever, therefore, thinks in this certain way will surely have perfect health if his external functioning is in conformity, is in line with his thinking, with his thought, conformity with his thought. But the external functioning must conform to the thought. Man cannot hope to be well by thinking health if he eats, drinks, breathes, and sleeps like a sick person. Okay? This is why health is so important. Remember, every single thing that you put into your body, every single thing your cells are rebuilding itself off of. Okay, you have your mental health and you also have your physical health. Remember, they're both two different things inhabiting one thing. Okay? The universal life principle, then, is the principle of health in man. It is one with original substance. There is one original substance from which all things are made. This substance is alive, and its life is the principle of life of the universe. This substance has created from itself all the forms of organic life by thinking them, or by thinking the motions and functions which produce them. Original substance thinks only health, because it knows all truth. There is no truth which is not known in the formless, which is all and in all. It not only knows all truth, but it has all power. Its vital power is the source of all the energy there is. A conscious life which knows all the truth and which has all power cannot go wrong or perform function imperfectly. Knowing all, it knows too much to go wrong, and so the formless cannot be diseased or think disease. Man is a form of this original substance, and has a separate consciousness of his own, but his consciousness is limited, and therefore imperfect. By reason of his limited knowledge, man can and does think wrongly, and so he causes perverted and imperfect functioning in his own body. Man has not yet known enough not to go wrong. The diseased or imperfect functioning may not instantly result from the imperfect thought, but it is bound to come if the thought becomes habitual. Any thought continuously held by man tends to be the establishment of the corresponding conditions in his body. So right here it is saying God is all health, God is all truth, and the truth of any situation is health. When you are in sickness, you are not in a line. Your body and what you eat is not in a line with what really is. Okay, you're putting things in your body that doesn't belong there. Okay, fruits, veggies, meats, lean meats, fish. When you're getting them all organically, okay, they're perfect for you. They're good for you. They're naturally good for you. Okay, as compared to when they process things, they put hormones in our chicken to make them bigger. They put preservatives in there to make them last longer. Okay, you're also putting that in your body. Okay, and that's not organic and that's not natural. Okay, we don't need to put these unnatural things inside of the body. What we need to do is to stick to what God has intended for us and to eat the things that are natural for us, like bananas and apples. Okay, because God is all health. Also, man has failed to learn how to perform the voluntary functions of his life in a healthy way. He does not know when, what, and how to eat. He knows little about breathing and less about sleep. He does all these things in a wrong way and under wrong conditions, and this is because he has neglected to follow the only sure guide to the knowledge of life. He has tried to live by logic rather than by instinct. He has made living a matter of art and not of nature, and he has gone wrong. And one thing I want to add to this, when he's saying about he does not know when, what, and how to eat. Okay, we're supposed to be eating at specific times throughout the day. Okay, that is how we utilize our personal fat burning machine. Okay, it is our metabolism. Okay, why do they call it breakfast? Okay, what are the two names in breakfast? Okay, there's break and fast. Okay, because from the night you how do I say this? From the night you slept before to the morning, 2 in the morning, okay, let's say one night, okay, from dinner the night before to food in the morning, okay, there we go. That is the least, or that is the longest you go without eating, okay. So your metabolism slowly drops, okay, and it slows down because it needs to hold on to all the food so it could retain enough energy to keep you going throughout the day, okay. This is what the physical body is doing, okay. And when you eat breakfast, okay, it comes back up. You get your metabolism going for the day. Breakfast should be the biggest meal, okay, and it should consist of most of the nutrients. Okay, you should be eating nothing but nutritious foods throughout the day anyway, but breakfast should be your biggest meal because it sets the stage for the entire day. Okay, so when you eat breakfast, it comes all the way up. Okay, your metabolism is up here now. It's running and it's burning. Okay, 6 good meals a day, and every 3 to 4 hours. Okay, make sure that you have 3 good meals, okay, and 3 snacks, healthy snacks, okay, because we want to keep that metabolism going, okay, because as your food's digesting, it slowly comes down back to base level. Then when you eat your healthy snack, it comes back up, okay, and since your snack is a little bit smaller, it starts to go down a little bit quicker, okay, back to base level. That is why when the time you get to your second meal, it comes all the way back up, and then it slowly comes down. It's digesting, okay. And then, of course, the second snack, it comes back up, and then a little bit quicker, okay. Are you following me? You see how that works? That is how you utilize your own personal fat burning system. Okay, and there's something I want to show you guys too. Okay. The other day, okay, was it today the 6th? Okay, 2 days ago marked my 1-year journey, my 1-year fitness journey. And I just want to show you guys a quick picture. Okay. I took this yesterday, okay. Yeah, this was me last year. I know it's a little bit blurry, okay, and this was me yesterday. It's amazing. This is what we went to school for, okay, to learn how the body works. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. Life is made for us to grow and to learn about ourselves, to take care of ourselves, and to help others along the way, okay, which is exactly what we're doing here. So let's continue, okay. He does all these things in a wrong way and under wrong conditions, and this because he has neglected to follow the only sure guide of the knowledge of life. He has tried to live by logic rather than by instinct. He has made living a matter of art and not of nature. He has gone wrong. His only remedy is to begin to go right, and this he can surely do. It is the work of this book to teach the whole truth, so that the person who reads it shall know too much to go wrong. The thoughts of disease produce the forms of disease. Man must learn to think health, and being original substance which takes the form of its thoughts, he will become the form of health and manifest perfect health in all its functionings. Now remember, you are a thinking center, okay? Your mind is a center to which the universal life flows. It is through you that this infinite energy can manifest itself through each and every single one of its individual parts. You know, we're all just channels, okay? We're all channels, and the Creator has created us uniquely and individually for us to do our own personal things and our own individual things to help each other out. So God Himself will be able to manifest Himself and create a better and greater world. Okay. The people who were healed by touching the bones of the saint were really healed by thinking in a certain way, Remember that placebo effect, the power of belief. And not by any power emanating from the relics. There is no healing power in the bones of dead men, whether they be those of saint or sinner. The people who were healed by the doses of either the allopath or the homeopath were also really healed by thinking in a certain way. There is no drug which has within itself the power to heal disease. Okay. That is one thing that I forgot that I wanted to share with you. For that, keratomalacia. Okay, if you have keratomalacia, here are the foods that you need to eat to help you get some more vitamin A and to help heal your body. Okay, you can have liver, a ripe orange, yellow fruits, leafy green veggies, carrots, pumpkin, squash, spinach, fish, soya milk, and milk. Okay, by eating these foods have the nutrients within themselves to help your cells to heal itself. Remember, you have to believe that it is being healed because your body responds to the mind. Remember, we learned in mental chemistry that whatever we think, okay, your glands, okay, start producing specific things. When you're thinking stressfully, more cortisol is being released, which is the stress hormone within your body, and your body starts to break itself down. As compared to when you're in a positive mood, okay, your body starts to release serotonin, dopamine, those happy hormones, and you start to feel uplifted and better and happy. Okay, you essentially raise your vibrations. Okay, you raise your energy level, and you come from the lower plane back up to the top. Okay. There is no drug which has within itself the power to heal disease. The people who have been healed by prayers and affirmations were also healed by thinking in a certain way. There is no curative power in strings of words. All the sick who have been healed by whatsoever system have thought in a certain way, and a little examination will show us what this way is. The two essentials of the way are faith and a personal application of the faith. The people who touched the saints' bones had faith, and so great was their faith that in the instant they touched the relics, they severed all mental relations with disease and mentally unified themselves with health. Okay, I'm going to read that again because even in here he has it written in bold because of how important this statement is. They severed all mental relations with disease and mentally unified themselves with health. Okay. This change of mind was accompanied by the intense devotional feeling which penetrated to the deepest recesses of their souls, and so aroused the principle of health to powerful actions. And I don't know if you've been with me in the Master Key System either, and that is also another book written by Charles F. Hannell, which I've been reading. He says that feeling is the power which gives life and vitality to thought. Because thought without emotion is just a thought. It is nothing to you. But whatever you think and you have an emotional connection with it, when you give feeling to that thought, you get connected with it. It becomes a part with you. You become one with it. Okay? So always feel health to be yours. Be united with it through the power of feeling. Okay? And so arouse the principle of health to powerful actions. By faith they claimed that they were healed, by appropriated health to themselves, and in full faith they ceased to think of themselves in connection with disease, and thought of themselves only in connection with health. There are two essentials to thinking in a certain way, which will make you well. First, claim or appropriate health by faith, and second, sever all mental relations with disease and enter into mental relations with health. That which we make ourselves mentally, we become physically, and that which we unite ourselves mentally, we become unified with physically. If your thought always relates you to disease, then your thought becomes a fixed power to cause disease within you. And if your thought always relates to you to health, then your thought becomes a fixed power, exerted to keep you well. In the case of the people who are healed by medicines, the result is obtained in the same way. They have, consciously or unconsciously, sufficient faith in the means used that they sever mental relations with disease and enter into mental relations with health. Faith may be unconscious. It is possible for us to have a subconscious or inbred faith in things like medicine, in which we do not believe to any extent objectively, and this subconscious faith may be quite sufficient to quicken the principle of health into constructive activity. Many who have little conscious faith are healed in this way, while many others who have a great faith in the means are not healed because they do not make the personal application to themselves. Their faith is general, but not specific for their own cases. In the science of being well, we have two main points to consider. First, how to think with faith, and second, how to so apply the thought to ourselves as to quicken the principle of health into constructive activity. We begin by learning what to think. Okay, when he says by learning what to think, we begin by getting the necessary information. In the first step, we must have faith. Okay, faith in health. Okay, have the unity. Be united with the idea of health. Okay, dismay all thoughts of disease, because in God there is no disease. Remember, everything is perfectly natural in nature. The reality of God is health. Okay, and as our own specific, our own separate thinking, as a thinking center, okay, we have been given the dominion and the ability to do whatsoever we please in our lives, and we literally have the ability to disease ourselves and make ourselves unhealthy, to not be united with God. God has given you that power, and when you are united with the All Supreme, you will be given that much more within your life, okay? And then you'd be able to help and extend out to others to help them with their life, okay? And the second thing is we have to physically take the initiative, take the necessary actions to make our actions in line with what we are thinking, okay? Not only do we need to be thinking health, we also need to be feeding health. Remember, there's mental health and there's physical health, okay? They're two totally different things, okay? One cannot be complete without the other. It is part of our being. So remember, we are multidimensional beings. We have a mind and we have a body, okay? The body listens to the mind, and the mind abides to your spirit, okay? And as spirit, we are the lights of the world. You and me, and together we could keep making the difference, and it starts with us, okay? And that is the end of chapter 3. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. I know we haven't been making as much. We've been really busy with our new career, with our health and wellness career. There's so much potential and so many possibilities that this place could actually take us. And I've met so many people and so many characters, and I'm learning so much more. And we're definitely building, because we're here to change lives, and we're here to make your life better. Viewer, we're here to make your life better. We're here to make our clients' life better. We're here to make everyone's life better, because in reality, that is what we are all here for. Okay? Remember, you are the light of the world. I'll be seeing you on the other side of the galaxy.